1930. The year John and I were married. We were both so young and happy.
Excuse me. Oh, don't look so surprised, Mary. It's only the old suit speaking. You said we were both so young and happy. You mean, of course, all three of us.
You're right. All three of us were young and happy.
Yes. Do you remember the day I came off the peg? What a day that was. Poor old Biffin, you know, the salesman. He must have taken down hundreds of suits for you to look at. You didn't like any of them. Then you saw me. John was a bit difficult at first about Horace.
Ooh, that awful dummy.
Yes, but even then, I felt in my herringbones that John would want me in the end. Feel of the stuff I was made of. A nod from you, Mary. A few of Biffin's best style compliments, and I was as good as sold. It was plain stitching after that. And so I left Horace and came to live with John. I must say I felt uneasy. John didn't seem to be what you might call a tidy man. I began to wonder how he was going to treat me. I don't suppose you remember the day John was up for a new job, do you? He certainly felt a bit baggy at the knees that morning. You know, just sure he wasn't going to get the job. I tried to cheer him up. John, we're going to get that job. It was an awkward fit. John, I said encouragingly, John, you'll feel quite different when you put me on. Well, gradually he saw what I meant. How together we could do anything. Bit by bit, he got back his confidence, till in the end he was quite his old shape again. We got that job. They liked the look of me. And of John too, of course. We celebrated that night. Maudie, the barmaid, charming little creature, took a liking to me at once and thought John was a very lucky man. It looked like being a really good party. They drank to me and the new job. Then, bless my buttons, John spilled his beer down me. Well, I wouldn't have minded so much if he hadn't been so casual about it. That was a bit too much. Arrgh, I growled. He didn't take any notice. John, I whispered. I didn't want the others to hear. Aren't you going to do something about that stain? It'll come out with a little lukewarm water and won't take a minute. All he seemed worried about was whether his friends had heard me. If it hadn't been for Maudie, I should have been in a pretty pickle. She called John a messy little boy who didn't deserve a nice new suit. He looked pretty silly. He was careful enough after that, but I knew there'd be more trouble. Sure enough, I had to put up with more the same night. He was in a very spiteful mood. As he undressed, he started to throw me about the room, as if he wanted to get his own back. I was very angry, but I kept my temper. I said to him, how do you expect me to look nice and keep my shape if you treat me like this? I'll be creased all over if you leave me here. John! He just ignored me and got into bed. I felt pretty uncomfortable, I can tell you, crumpled and slighted. From different parts of the room, I watched him trying to get to sleep. He wasn't finding it very easy. In the end, it was too much for him. He got up, came over to me, picked me up very carefully, and folded me. I purred encouragingly. Hang them over the arm of the chair, that's right. And don't look so worried. The back of the chair does very well if you haven't got a coat hanger. John was really friendly again. And so it ended, and we both went to bed tired but happy. And then, the wedding morning. What a beautiful wedding it was. I think all three of us looked our best. The best man was a bit nervy, wasn't he? How happy were the years that followed. Full, rich, happy years. What a change for John.
And for me.
Yes, and for me too. In fact, for all three of us. You always kept me fit and in good trim by the regular overhauls you gave me. A frayed edge of a pocket or a loose button never escaped your watchful eye. And then those brushings with the special short-haired brush that removed all the little bits of dust and grit which hurt me and tried to wear me out. Then an occasional shake out of doors. But best of all, to lie out in the sun that kills our great enemy, the moth. And you always pressed me in the right way with firm, steady pressure. None of those dreadful to and fro movements that I've seen ruin so many suits. And when John was always wanting to be wearing me, I've so often heard you say to him, "No, John, you must wear your suits turn and turn about."
I wasn't always there to keep an eye on him.
No. He used to fill my pockets too full, make me baggy at the knees, stand on the bottom of my trousers, and even wipe his dirty hands on me. Fortunately, you were generally at hand, Mary, when things went wrong. For instance, when Baby used to smear her buttered rusk on me. You soon had the stain out with a piece of blotting paper and a hot iron. As I watched the children growing up, I realized I was getting older and needed more attention. Some material sewn into the bottom of the trousers stopped the shoe rubbing. A little first aid sewing often helped. And when John got fatter, a timely patch at the back brought relief. And so I stayed at home more and more, and John wore his other suits of business. But at home, I was his comfortable favorite always. Then came the war, and you and I and the children were left alone. John joined the army, and you decided to put me away for the duration. It felt a bit like going into the family vault, but somehow I knew even then that I should be wanted again. Why have you taken me out?
Well, listen to what John says. If the shortage is so bad now, why not cut up the old suit and make something out of it for young Anne and Hugh? I'm sure the old suit won't mind.
Oh, I see.
I hate doing this.
I want to help. Mary?
Yes?
Will it hurt very much?
I'll be very careful, I promise you.
Well, let's start and I'll tell you what to do. First, remove all the buttons and fastenings. Then unpick all the seams, darts and plackets.
How are you feeling?
Very tired. It's been a bit too much for me. I want to sleep, to die, to sleep perchance to dream.
It'll soon be over now.
When I'm completely in pieces, wash me in not too hot water and rinse well. Then iron, picking out all the little bits of thread left in the seams. I can leave the rest to you now. My end is my beginning.